Grand risings and grand blessings, everyone. I hope that everyone is doing absolutely amazing on today. I wanted to get on and share about what stops us. One of the things that stops us from being able to redefine happiness, and that has a lot to do with the need to want to control, right? We live in a culture, we live in a society that promotes, whether indirectly or directly, to always try to control the outcome, to try to, always be in a place where you can try to stop something from happening. And sometimes that is also born out of fear. It's born out of trauma that we have experienced. And so we develop this real need to control. And it can be from the smallest thing to the greatest thing. One of the things that I've learned being on this path and this journey of really learning to love Alexis and be aware of Alexis is I had to learn to minimize the need to control. And that could show up with family, that can show up with friends, that can show up with anything. And the more that I became clear about me, the less I felt the need to want to control things or outcomes or, let me do this before that happens. And a lot of that was just really grounded in emotions that I had never dealt with, and trauma and unresolved anger and all these other emotions that I was carrying heavily within my body. But the more that I became clear about me, the less I needed to control, even to the point of even asking myself questions like, are you trying to control this situation? And if you are, why? What is that really about? And I found that the more that I practice, or I should say practice the need to want to control, release the need to control, the more that I found that I was internally happy, the more that I found that there was a certain level of peace in my body. A lot of times when we think about peace, we think about peace of mind, but we don't understand that our body also needs peace too, because we create stress hormones. The negative emotions that we carry in our body does not allow for our bodies to be at peace and be relaxed. And when we're always in this hyperness of the need to control, the need to let me be down the road, even though nothing has happened yet, actually creates this emotional dysfunction. And happiness became very important to me. And I actually had to redefine what that happiness looked like. And for me, it was really releasing the need to control. I realized that was a great part of redefining happiness for myself, because if you're always in this state of emergency mentally and emotionally, right, you don't have room to be happy. You don't have the capacity to be happy, because that part of you is consumed with the need to control. That part of you is consumed with negative emotions. That part of you is consumed with, I need to get them before they get me. And that is a state of hyperness that I don't really think that our bodies were designed to live in that state. And when you are not clear, that need to control becomes very dominant in your life. It becomes very hard to exist in a way that you do create clarity, that you do create this level of peace in your mind and in your body. And your mind is always on 1,000. Your mind is always, in this space where, you're always down the road. You're 3 months down the road and you don't know how to be present. And for me, redefining happiness also meant that I had to learn how to be present. It meant that I had to learn how to be present with myself and exist in a way that helped me to eliminate the things that no longer serve me, the things that were no longer important to me, and the things that I felt like I just had to have. And so control, being the need to control, can really create a toxic environment within your body, within your mind, because you're always in this constant state of trying to stop something or trying to prevent something, and for me, it just wasn't healthy anymore. It wasn't this space that I desired to live in anymore. And I don't know if this even makes sense to you all who are listening, but we have to learn to release the need to control in order to create that happiness, because you being consumed with other people and their issues and their things, that doesn't create happiness for you. And so we have to just learn to let things be as they are, know that all things are working to our good and all things are unfolding as they should. And so I just wanted to drop these little nuggets and share this information with you, and just ask yourself, what am I trying to control? Why do I need to try to control this? And is this what happiness looks like for me? And move on from there. Okay? Until next time, Ashe. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.